2004. After men's school, NYC, you go for your housemanship. That's the routine of a regular physician in Nigeria. If you are not up to 30 years of age, and then you go for your NYS. So I decided to go in for mental health, which for me is a message for the past, the present, and the future. So I needed to convince, then I was already married, and then to convince my husband that this is my area of preference. And then, of course, I told my dad and my family members, and my dad called for a meeting. Like, excuse me, I spent so much. Then in my old time, was here as a strike. So 6 years in med school turned to 8, 9 years. So you mean I spent so much money educating you, and then you are coming at this point in time to tell me you want to do mental? So who is mad in this family? Like, there's no mad person. The only mad person you and I know is that man that used to walk around the streets and roam around. No one is mad here. So please look for where the babies are as a pediatrician. Look for where in fact, go to the women's side. When Muslim women, there are very few obstetric and gynecologists out there, and they need you. Most of the Muslim women don't want men to touch them. So why do you want to go to mental health? And it became a major issue. Terrible, there was no WhatsApp then, was they would have put all of us in a group to discuss that issue. So he called, and of course, it's 90, and then everybody was like, let's add those two. Those that could come home, came home. It was so major that my husband at the point had to wake me up. He looked like, me go to think you should reconsider this. But there's nobody really mad in your family. So is there any reason? For I'm so happy standing before you today to tell you that all my family members are psychiatrists by association. Right now, they call me and tell me, I have just seen somebody who knew anytime all those signs and symptoms you always tell us about, I've noticed it in so person's child. You know that boy, you can't remember that young boy that you were growing up together. He's now there's something wrong. This day, he sleeps so much, and then when he wakes up, his eyes are red. I think he's smoking in their head. So every other person around me knows that I sleep, I wake, I drink, I walk, I talk mental health. I walk to talk, I talk to talk. And that is it for me. Yeah. So I am so happy talking about mental health, not only on this platform, but letting you know that this knowledge is the new currency. And collaboration when it comes to issues regarding mental health is the new competition. Why am I saying this? Although physical health is just as important as your mental health, if not more important when it comes to your mental health. Because even the richest man on earth today, when he or she or the woman, he or she is mentally unstable or emotionally having issues, every other thing steps down. The CEO is unavoidably absent. And every other chairman or group MD will take over. But the CEO, because of just that one reason, will. But we see these days, and that is why I'm talking about this topic. Many are mad, but few are roaming. And you want to know the reason why I say many are bad, but few are roaming? 1 out of 24 Nigerian have a mental health illness in his lifetime. 1 out of every 5 Nigerians now is currently depressed. That just shows that if we have 1, 2, 3, 4 lucky, there are 4 there. 1 out of them will have a mental illness. Yeah, that's that. So if you may step up critique, you will not have a mental illness, like that. Among those 4. And then we have is 1, 2, 3, 4. If you think you're not going to have a mental illness in your life, then you may step up. But did you see anybody step up? No way. Maybe that it perceive that, okay, it's not me, so why girl you have to stand up. But the truth is that now you may understand yourself. In the future, you don't know what is going to happen. So we'll talk about what will make you on that verge. So there are 3 make it. The family you grow, the environment you are being good in right now, or the one you even grew up with. And one, it may not be more than one major significant traumatic life experience can change your life forever. And that life experience may not be what you are having right now. It may be what you never envisaged in 2020. And that is why, as we are speaking, depression will be the second largest burden of disease worldwide. By 2030 to be number one. Right now, it's number 4. And you talk about Nigerians are the happiest people in the world. And you talk about why suicide is on the increase. Depression is the medical condition that's highly linked to suicide. And that is why, if you think suicide hasn't been occurring, it has always been. But you see the beautiful obituary out there, died peacefully in his sleep. Who is going to come out to tell you that somebody died of suicide? That means the daughter of that man may never get a husband. Didn't you hear that the father died from suicide? She will kill you one day. Or you wouldn't want to give your sister, your friend, out to a boy who the father has just died from suicide or died from. Because suicide is more common in men than in women. For every 20 cases of attempted suicide, there is one case of completed suicide. And it's commoner in men because men want to die manly. So they hang themselves. Why the women would do drug overdosage, slash their risks and all. 2 years ago, one man walked into my office. I was looking for a Dr. Kadiri. And I came out and said, I'm Dr. Kadiri. And he said, excuse me, hold on. And he picked his phone and called who referred him to me. And then the doctor on the other side said, have you seen her? And he said, her? So he looked back at me and like, okay, and dropped the phone. And then he came to me and like, okay, so you are the Dr. Kadiri? I said, yes. I said, no, I think I'm in the wrong place. Can you call me your dad? I'm like, excuse me, sir, I'm Dr. Kadiri. This is a man in his mid-50s. He had a panic attack. If you have a family member, a relative who has hypertension, quite a number of them have anxiety and panic attacks. And when they do have that, they run to their cardiologist, those that are aware. And then the cardiologist will say, no, you are not dying now, but you have what they call panic attack. And you need to see my colleague. They won't go and see a shrink. It's my colleague. And then he sat in front of me. After examination and evaluation, he looked at me and shook his head and told me, young lady, you are so pretty. Why are you doing mental health? You are at risk. They will kill you. I'm saying, no, sir, why would they kill me? He said, you should do so. They took me back to 2004, 2005. Go to pediatrics, go to obstetric and gynecologists. Nobody believes that a woman, maybe who they think is so pretty, should be in mental health. The truth is that we all need one mental health associate in one time or the other in our lives. But sadly, this is the statistics. We have 1 psychiatrist to 1 million Nigerians. We have more Nigerian psychiatrists in the United Kingdom than Nigeria. So I wasn't surprised when our moderator said he wants to go to the abroad and Mira is coming to Nigeria. So he doesn't understand that. And I'm sure most of you must have seen the statistics of Nigerian doctors migrating every now and then. So back to that man. He educated me and told me there was 1,000,001 reasons why I shouldn't be in mental health and I should step aside and let other people do that. And of course, that also took me back to the fact that I've been at risk at several times in my life because I've had cases of drug abuse, drug patient rehabilitation who have removed my door and given to me. Like, I need to go. I'm tired of rehabilitation. Am I at risk? Yes. Are people, like what the topic I'm talking about, many are mad, few are roaming the street? Yes. Because that one person you see roaming the street, just from 1% of those that are mentally unstable, where do you think the 99% came from? You and I. And do you know the new name we call it? Packaged madness. Because we are all beautifully dressed, all suited up, all makeup, but you think there's no problem yet. There is a big problem. So for us at Pinnacle Medical Speak Out Initiative, we did not only set out to create advocacy and all that. We have already an existing app, the How Body app, which when the doctor jumped off Third Mainland Bridge, as of last year, we had only just 30 downloads. That week, he had over 1,500 downloads because people were like, we need to know what is wrong with us. We don't want to go mad. We need to know how to take care of ourselves. We have also do not only created the app or created awareness and being on the different social media platforms, which is our major problem these days because social media, there's that visage, people are having challenges, they put up that beautiful picture and you are envious, forgetting that there's time and season for everyone. Your own time will come. Don't look at the social media and get depressed and even become suicidal or may even take your life. We've gone ahead to start using movies to bring us strong messages in an entertaining way because we know the Nollywood platform is a very big one. The movies are not just for us to be commercial and make money. No, we want Nigerians to be able to watch these movies for everything, relate with it, and put yourself in that position so that you will be able to have that empathy. You'll be able to share. And that is why we have 2 ears and 1 mouth. Listen more, talk less when you have that one friend telling you the challenges or he or she has. Rather than you telling the person, my problems, if you listen to them now, they are more than yours. And of course, you add more problems to that individual, meaning that person is going away with 2 problems. Has or his, yours, yours, and it goes away. Don't add more problems. So listen to this individual more and talk less and help to refer. Help to refer to the person you think may help because the first point of call for every one of us sitting down here, when you are challenged, is to talk to that one trusted friend. But we all know we have issues with trust. And that is why we have coaches, we have therapists, we have counselors, we have psychologists. Before you come to psychiatrists, don't run looking around for psychiatrists. I've just said we have 1 psychiatrist to 1 million Nigerians. So we are helping to groom that this deficit that we have, people that we want them to be mentally aware, family, homes. So when people sit down and communicate with every other person, we'll be able to speak out. If we are in this hall, talk about mental health. If anybody comes and tell you I'm depressed or I'm having challenges, you are not going to raise that eyebrow and say, oh, what are you talking about? Every Nigerian is depressed. Why is your own different? You are going to help that person to seek for help from the right places, the right people, the right time. And I trust you to understand that that right time is now. Taking bold steps, using existing platforms. We are not here to change the narrative. Advocacy for mental health is very low. We are trying to build that. We will build that, but we need each and every one of us here. If everybody go home today with this knowledge you've acquired, knowing that our mental health is also as important as our physical health, even maybe more important, I think we'll make a whole world of difference. Because health is wealth. And there is no health without mental health. Thank you very much.